Hey folks, welcome back to the farm. Just got through with breakfast. We've got a big day planned today. We're going to be doing quite a bit of stuff outside. We've got to clean up after our stump grinding the other day. Got a bunch of brush hogging to do, and we're going to try to get that hay rake out for the first time today and see how it's going to work. So if you're interested in all of that, stick around. Let's get her done. Before we go outside, I want to show you something pretty cool. Went to the mailbox yesterday, got a package from one of our fantastic subscribers. We have the best subscribers in the world, folks. Debbie Yarum. She sent us some really nice coffee mugs. And you can tell she's a friend of the channel because this pattern that's on this cup is all over our house. The black and white check. But Kelly's got a cup with chickens, roosters on them, and she sent me a cup, Farmall Tractors. Super cool. Sent us a nice little note too. Thank you, Debbie. Really appreciate you. Thank you so much. We've got our holes where they took our stumps out. I should have done this yesterday, but I got to get the dirt put back in the hole. We got 6,800 of rain last night, which have been very good. If I'd already had this done, what I'm going to do is put the dirt back in here, smooth everything out, get some grass seed on this. We've got 3 locations here in the yard that need this done. Now all the dirt's all packed down. It's going to be a lot harder to do. Whereas yesterday I just could have raked this out of the grass and it would have been real easy. But no. So we shouldn't have a lot of extra dirt here, unlike where the big stump is. We'll have to haul some of that out, but we're going to start getting this done. We've got the tools we need in the wheelbarrow out of the barn or out of the shop. Look at our roses out here, how well they've been doing since we've mulched them and fertilized them and put the new drip line in. They're just doing amazing out here. Really love these. Well, let's get after this muddy mess here. Okay, we got our pile all leveled out here. We left it a little high in the middle because it's going to settle just a little bit. And there are some clods in it because it's really muddy. But as the sprinklers hit it and as the rain hits it, those clods will break down. We're not going to run this over with a lawnmower until the grass we put on here in a minute gets well established. We've got our other pile over there. And then we also threw some dirt over there because I want to get some grass growing underneath that tree up against the roses. And I bought the grass that's a little bit shade tolerant. But it seems like underneath these pine trees or cedars or whatever they are, nothing likes to grow. Now that little one we did in the back is just barely a scrape. It'll grow back together real nice. So let's go get some grass seed and get it down on here. Now we buy our grass seed in bulk from the bulk bin at the farm store. You can get it a lot cheaper than you can in the little bags like at the hardware store. This is like $2 a pound and you'll pay like 15 bucks or 20 bucks for the little tiny bag at a hardware store. So find some place you can get it in bulk. Well, we laid it on fairly thick. We ran out before we had some for that, but I'll just pick some more of that up when we head into town. So it's got lots of moisture here, so that's good. So what we're going to do, if this grass dries out a little bit later when we mow, I'll come over here with some grass clippings in the mower, and I'll take handfuls and I'll just sprinkle grass clippings on top of this grass. It'll kind of keep it from blowing away. It'll kind of hide it from the birds because the birds will want to come in here and kind of eat this stuff. And it'll help shade the ground a little bit too, so it doesn't dry out as quick. But it's just a really fine layer. You can almost see the dirt through the layer that you're going to put on here. You don't want to put it on real heavy because it'll choke your grass out. But we'll do that a little bit later. All right, that's what it looks like when you're done. You just put a little sprinkle, kind of like a little light mulch over the top. See, we can still see the dirt. And that's going to provide it a little cover and hang that moisture in there. What we're going to do now is, while we have the tractor out, we're ready to bush hog some of these areas. And it's a real good day for that. Because of the rain last night, the ground is kind of saturated, so we're not going to get a lot of dust. But the grass is fairly dried out, and it doesn't really matter for the bush hog anyway. It's not like a lawnmower where you got to worry about it getting caked up underneath. So we're going to go get some of that done. And then once we get an area done, we're going to bust out our new hay rake, and we're going to give that thing a shot too. Alrighty folks, we got a field full of cut grass here. Now I was going to brush hog the whole place and then take off the brush hog and pull the hay rake with the John Deere 3038. But I'm interested to see if Cubby will run the hay rake out here. It doesn't have a lot of horsepower, but I think maybe what it lacks in horsepower it might make up for in torque. So I'm going to go get Cubby out of the barn. I need to run some fuel out of it anyway. We'll get him hooked up and see if he'll do this. Well, we got a couple good windrows of grass here. So we had some trouble initially. The rake wasn't fully engaged. I had the cable a little too tight and it wasn't allowing the lever on the gearbox to fully engage. Once we figured that out, it worked well. We got loaded up pretty good right there one time and it stopped the tractor, but Cubby actually spun the tires and didn't die or anything, so got plenty of torque, just a matter of traction when this thing's got a big load on it. Now normally people would let this lay for a day or two, let it dry out, and then flip it with the hay rake and then or windrow it, and then they'd come out in a couple days and flip it, and then in about a day or two they'll bale it. But we're not going to bale it. And we want as much moisture in this stuff as we can get because we want it to compost down. I'm going to take the tractor real quick, get the bucket off, put the brush crusher on, and see what it's like to pick up these windrows. See our nice big pile here that's going to be compost now, all of our grass that we collected. It's as big as the pile we've been collecting all year from the lawn. So it's going to be a nice addition. We'll probably pick up some more out back when we bush hog out back. But I don't think we're going to run out of compost next year. We might mix all three of these piles together and just let it all cook down over the winter. All right, we come in to get a drink of water. We're going to go out, fuel up the tractor, and brush hog, try to get the rest of this done this afternoon. And then we have a sports booster fundraiser to go to tonight. So we're going to go out to supper. So I hope you enjoyed hanging out with us today. I hope you enjoyed seeing that hay rake work. I really did. And that's going to provide a lot of good mulch for us. So I'm glad we got it. So until next time, stay safe, stay healthy. We love you guys. Come back and see us here at the farm.